Herb watering fails when you treat basil and rosemary as the same plant. You bought a mixed planter, watered them both the same, and 2 months later one had drowned and the other had shriveled to a stick. Same pot, same can, two very different corpses. You planted two tribes in one bed, and no single can could keep them both alive. I am Mickle. I drive buses in Belfast, both alive. Here is the single most useful idea in this whole episode. Herbs are not one kind of plant. When we say the word herb, we lump together plants from completely different parts of the world with completely different needs, as if they were all the same. They are not. For watering, they split cleanly into two tribes, and those two tribes want the exact opposite of each other. On one side you have the woody Mediterranean tribe, rosemary, thyme, sage, oregano, lavender. These come from hot, dry hillsides, and they want to dry right out between waterings. Kindness with the can drowns them. On the other side you have the soft, leafy tribe, basil, parsley, coriander, chives, and mint. These are fast, lush, sappy plants that want to stay evenly moist and simply collapse if you let them go dry. So one tribe fears the hose, and the other tribe lives for it. And the moment you understand that a herb belongs to one camp or the other, a whole world of dead plants and wasted money suddenly makes perfect sense. It is a bit like my depot if you think about it. The buses and the coaches share the same yard, but you would never service them on the same timetable because they do completely different jobs. Same yard, different rules. Herbs are just the same, two tribes sharing one garden, and you cannot run them both off one plan. The trick is never to treat all your herbs the same. The trick is to know which tribe you are looking at before you ever pick up the can. Let us look at each tribe so you can spot them on sight. First, the woody Mediterranean lot. We gave them a whole episode last week, so I will keep this short, but you need to recognize them across a garden center. Here is how you know a woody herb. It has proper woody brown stems, like a tiny shrub rather than a soft green plant. Think of the stiff twiggy stems of an old rosemary or a lavender. The leaves are often small, narrow, tough, and a bit silvery or gray-green, all built to save water. And crucially, these are the herbs that stick around all year. They are there in the depth of winter, the same little bush, because most of them are evergreen perennials that live for years. So if it has a woody stem, tough grayish leaves, and it was there last winter, it is a member of the dry tribe. It wants full sun, sharp drainage, and to be left thirsty between good soakings. Water it like the soft tribe every day and you will rot it, exactly as we saw last time. These are the camels of the herb world. They store, they endure, and they would far rather you forgot about them than fussed over them. One more tell while we are here. Crush a leaf of the woody tribe between your fingers and you get that strong, resinous, piney smell, the rosemary and thyme and sage scent. That powerful oil is the plant's drought armor, and it is your clue that you are holding a member of the dry tribe. A strong scent means a tough, thirsty survivor that wants to be left alone. Now the other camp, and this is the one we need to spend our time on, the soft, leafy tribe, basil, parsley, coriander, chives, mint. Look at them and they are the total opposite of a rosemary. Soft, green, sappy stems with no wood in them at all. Big, thin, tender leaves. And they grow fast, racing up in a single season. because most of them are annuals or quick growers that live hard and die young. All that soft, thin leaf means they lose water quickly on a warm day and have no tough coating to save it, so they need the soil kept steadily moist. Let a basil dry out just once on a hot windowsill and it wilts flat, sulks, and often never fully recovers. And here's the sting for the cook. When these soft herbs run short of water, they panic. They think their life is ending, so they rush to flower and set seed, and that is called bolting. The plant shoots up a flower stalk, the leaves turn bitter and sparse, and your basil or coriander is finished for eating. So for this tribe, drying out is not just a wilt, it is the end of the harvest. Steady, regular water, a good mulch to hold it in, and a bit of shade in the fiercest heat to keep the leaves coming. This is the tribe that genuinely wants watering, often daily in summer, and rewards you for it. So now you can see exactly why that mixed herb planter was doomed from the shop shelf. Picture it. You have a basil from the thirsty tribe sitting right next to a rosemary from the dry tribe, sharing the very same pot of soil. Now try to water it. If you water it enough to keep the basil happy, that same daily drink leaves the rosemary sitting in permanent damp, and it slowly rots from the roots up. But if you water it dry to suit the rosemary, the poor basil is parched, bolts, and collapses within days. There is no setting on that watering can that works. One of them is always being slowly killed, and you spend the summer feeling like you have a black thumb, when really you were just given an impossible plant combination. There is a brilliant, honest line on the UK gardening forum that if all your instincts came from keeping houseplants, they will be completely off the mark out here. Same thing with herbs. Treating them all as one type is exactly that kind of wrong instinct. So the rule is simple, and it will save you a fortune. Sort your herbs by tribe, keep the woody, dry lovers together in one pot or one patch, and the soft, thirsty ones together in another. Group them by thirst, not by looks or by which shelf they came off, and suddenly you can water each group correctly, and everybody lives. It really is that simple. The mistake was never your green fingers. It was asking one pot of soil to be a dry hillside and a lush riverbank at the very same time, and no soil can do both. There is one member of the soft tribe that comes with a giant health warning, and if you take nothing else away today, take this. Never ever plant mint in an open bed. Mint is thirsty and leafy, so by thirst it belongs with the soft tribe, that much is true. But it has a second sneakier trick. It spreads underground. It sends out fast-running roots called runners just below the surface. And those runners shoot off sideways in every direction, popping up new mint plants a foot away, then 2 feet, then right across your bed. Give it one open season and a single little mint plant will march through your whole herb patch, choke out your parsley, your chives, everything, and it is an absolute devil to dig back out once it has taken hold. So the rule for mint is ironclad. Always keep it locked in a pot of its own. Either grow it in a container standing on its own, or if you must have it in a bed, plant it still inside its pot, sunk into the soil, so the walls of the pot cage those runners and stop them escaping. Give mint its own private cell, water it like the thirsty prisoner it is, and you can enjoy it for years. Set it free in open ground, and you will be fighting it for the rest of your life. I learned that one the hard way on my allotment. This tribe idea is exactly why watering by zone makes so much sense once you grow a few herbs. On my own tap, the woody Mediterranean lots sit on one zone that ticks over rarely, a proper soak now and then, while the thirsty soft herbs and the caged mint sit on a separate zone that drinks little and often. Same tap, two completely completely different schedules, so each tribe gets what it wants without me standing there deciding twice a day. That is the whole point of a 4-zone timer, keeping opposite needs apart on one supply. But I will be honest, as always, if your herbs are 2 pots on a windowsill, your own hand and a watering can sort the tribes just as well, and you should keep your money. The kit earns its place when you are away a lot and juggling several groups with clashing thirsts, not when a 5-minute round of the sill would do.